you ever felt stuck in your career, wondering why everyone else seems to be moving up the corporate ladder while you're still in the same spot? Well, it's a frustrating place to be. And for me, it came to a point in my life where I'd finally understood the missing piece of the puzzle. And I'll share this with you. So, reflecting back to when I entered the workforce at the very early stage of my career, starting with an entry position back then, I found myself growing increasingly frustrated. I wondered why my colleagues seemed to be moving up the corporate ladder very swiftly. And here I was. I felt stagnant and undervalued. And I'm sure you know how that feels as an employee. And the thing is, it's easy to get caught up in the excitement of pursuing our goals. For example, I would jump from one job to another without really thinking things through. And I even started working harder and harder, putting in the work, but eventually that led to burnout and nothing came out of it. And so, at a point, I started questioning my abilities, all the self-doubts and questioning my skills. I even wondered maybe I just wasn't cut out for my chosen profession. And so, after connecting with industry professionals as well as seeking guidance from experts in my career field, I started thinking of my long-term goals, which ultimately shifted my mindset to see my career as a marathon and not a sprint, and to also focus on continuous learning and improvement. And so I did that for quite a while. And then I also decided to make a commitment to stay in my position, something I wouldn't normally do, but I did that, and I made sure that I stayed in that position back then for at least 2 years. And slowly and surely, my patience and persistence began to pay off, to which I became the go-to person for complex questions and problems and career guidance as well as leadership.
Coming up next.
Sometimes I would think perhaps it's best I quit and find a more stable path, but I questioned whether this was due to laziness or lack of interest to keep pushing. But academically, they would always get the A stars without any effort at all. And this is